and gentlemen, this is H commenting on the game of COBACTb as the GDI playing versus 98654. I will just call him numbers. As Marked of Cain on Tournament Rift. You see the GDI player is on the far right side, our Marked of Cain players on the left. Both seem to go for a pretty standard opener, drafting squads, taking them to the south. Here, just one engineer, so Numbers is denying the spikes in the far south. Both players seem to go for a refinery now, so pretty similar opener. Also, COBACT did decide to not send engineers to the south. Both players just defend the area off. Okay. COBACT as well as Numbers, one refinery is up, one harvester for both. I assume they were going for a war factory now. This is just a standard opener. Two battle markers. GDI took down the scout in the middle of the screen, and the GDI player also succeeded to take down the scouts in the south, which were designed to secure those buildings. Now COBACT is in a good position because he can take those structures down here and he can prepare and send in some NGs. But he already sold off his barracks, but he can do that later on as well. Okay, a buggy scout is coming in. Most probably Numbers assumes that COBACT wants to send engineers down right now because he simply took this structure, but he's mistaken on that. Numbers also took his own defense structure, so I'm not sure what COBACT is doing here. He shouldn't get close to this. It is indeed, it is Numbers. He's setting up a foxhole down here. I'm not sure why he's doing that. I would have made my way in here. Oh, okay, we see this is just the Pitbull scout, but there's no defense, a little bit of harassment. Two harvesters out, four Numbers. On the other side, same thing for COBACT. I just hope I pronounced this name right. So COBACT, I think, is a little bit ahead. Three harvesters now, two refineries, well-positioned scouts all over the map, so he has an early warning system, and he has a scout in his opponent's base. He might even get a harvester. Two refineries, three harvesters up for Numbers as well, going for repairs now, but COBACT succeeds to pull one harvester off the line. So the bike is coming out right now and COBACT is reacting right away. He might switch targets. Yeah, he's doing that right now and attacking the bike. Repair still going on for the harvester, now going back to work. Two bikes are out chasing down the Pitbull. On the other side, five harvesters on two refinery. This is the perfect ratio, going for an expansion most probably to his primary expansion right now. The buggy in the south did not find any engineers to shut down. Now it moves up on the primary route for engineers, but won't find anything while the MCV is moving to the house. So still COBACT a little bit ahead. Numbers on the other side expanding as well, just four harvesters, and one harvester was pulled off the line for quite a long while. Oh, here we go. Double war factory, fifth harvester is out. But we see some Pitbulls here, but obviously Numbers spotted those as well because he sent his buggy in here. Now COBACT is on six harvesters, and six harvesters on two refineries. We know that is not a perfect ratio. They can't work all of them at the same time. Some of them have to queue up, so it might be a good idea. Here you see it, the queue up. It might be a good idea to transfer the southern harvester simply down to the south, because as soon as this arrives here and finished harvesting, COBACT might be ready and set up a refinery. Here we go, barracks. It might be a nice idea going for engineers and reclaim, or not reclaim, and capture those spikes. Nobody attempted this before, so you still get the extra 500 credits, and yeah, he's doing exactly that. Perhaps he could have taken an APC to transport them. It is more safe, it is a little bit quicker, and you can still utilize those vehicles later on. Buddy, you need to go for refinery and transfer harvesters down. Numbers is doing that right now. His ratio is perfect up here, and he's already building up his economy in the south. Okay, COBACT is going for the engineers. If he claims those spikes, he has an advantage. And this area seems to be not contested at all. But here we go. Numbers went for a strike force of bikes. And the buggy is coming in. So this engineer might be in danger if this buggy makes its way. Buddy, you should perhaps take this structure here. Oh, this is why you go for APCs. And you don't let them walk in there in the late game. And he spotted it. Oh, I think he's gonna get the engineer. Oh, he does. He does. This is annoying. If I was COBACT, I would just punch my keyboard or something. So whatever, learn from it and take APCs. Okay, now we have two strike forces. All of them tier 1 units, bike, buggy versus pitbulls only. I'm not sure why he's sending in a single bike. It's not really good, and the buggies don't do any damage at all versus pitbulls. But this is a nicely sized army. There are not as many bikes, but they have been spotted by the foxholes, and COBACT placed them very well in the beginning. So now let's see what's going on. Bikes are already in the base. I didn't see that coming. A lot of bikes. They are attacking the harvesters. There are only 2 harvesters left up here. If he takes down the remaining 2 harvesters, it would be a major hit, and Eric would be forced to go and attack numbers right away. His economy is down. COBACT's economy is down to just 4 harvesters. 1 harvester in the primary and 3 harvesters in the secondary, but a huge force of pitbulls, and they are moving out to numbers base. And this base, well, it has harvesters, but there is no defense at all. Well, he hit the economy, but if those pitbulls, where are they? Oh, they are heading south. They could go into numbers base and take it down completely right now. And numbers has to go for defense, buddy. Go for defense. He's stall on money. Too many harvesters up here. All of them are lining up. Send them to the south. You have free capacities down here. And now we go. 2 pitbulls are coming in. Most probably designed as scout to clear the way for the other. Oh, I don't know how many those are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do not know. This was 10, 15. And this might be the final stand of numbers, because this force simply is overwhelming. He can take down the defending forces and the harvesters, and I really don't see how numbers should be able to recover from this. There are no rocket squads, there are no tanks. It seems like he's still stalled. He's not stolen money anymore, but he cannot support 2 war factories, 3 war factories. This is not... He cannot support that. And if he succeeds and takes down the harvesters, numbers will be forced to recycle a lot of his base and rebuild harvesters. I think he will not be able to recover from that. And buddy, you need to sell a few structures. You can definitely not support 3 war factories and 2 barracks on just 2 refineries, and on at the end no harvesters at all. So a pro might be able to recover from this, but I think this is the final stand for numbers. 2 harvesters left, just a few rocket squads. I'm not sure why COBACT is retreating right now. He definitely could take down at least a few power plants or another harvester. Just keep him on the edge and start producing your own units in the meantime, which he is doing. He's going... Oh, he has been defeated. I can't scroll anymore. Yeah, numbers quit the game. COBACT won it simply by defending off the attempt of numbers to kill the harvesters of COBACT. COBACT took the right moment and struck back with his pitbulls and completely decimated the economy of numbers. And although I think he could have stayed there and taken down the base, he decided to retreat, and numbers simply quit the game. Let's have a look at the eco. Yeah, this reflects it. COBACT had a slightly better economy. He expanded more efficiently than numbers did, but especially at around minute 7, you see that the eco line for numbers drops to an almost 0, just as minute 6. and this is the reason why Numbers quit. He was not able to catch up with the economy of COBACT and the large force he still had. Units, okay, this reflects the use of tier 1 units. A lot of units are being produced, a lot of units are being lost, but at the end the GDI player is still significantly ahead of the NOT player, and since his units are now better armored, they had a better damage output, he was definitely in the advantage right here. Structures, almost no losses at all. I think neither player did take down any structure of the opponent, perhaps except of foxholes. It was simply a game that focused on economy. Let's see its stats. Enemy structures captured, yeah, structures destroyed 0-0. This was just focusing on harvesters. Thank you guys for this game. This is H. I'm out. Cheers.